automatic.
Yep. But here we go. It's the second semi-final to decide who plays against Cooler in the grand final of the Spring Season Sunday Cup number 2. And we're off with Pavel. So again, thoughts on the spawns?
The spawn are still pretty equal. No, I would say Pavel has better spawn. He should have rushed the yellow armor, I guess, because he had the shaft and matr0x had only a rail, so only thing he could have done is just waiting with rail. So yeah, I would say Pavel has a better spawn there, because he has the shaft there and he can fight for the next red armor.
And it looks like Pavel's set up positioning to defend this red armor as matr0x is waiting on the yellow, and I guess he's gonna,
as I said, Pavel
try to defend Mega. And there we go, he's got the position to defend Mega. It's such a classic situation. Oh my god, Pavel! He just falls on the lightning gun of matr0x. It's not damage he can take like that. But coming in with great rockets, Pavel will not be denied that Mega. That's a great recovery there for Pavel after that initial bad fight. I
really do think that Pavel did really well there. He just waiting that matr0x hit the rail in order that he can just rush the Mega during the reload of the rail. Fortunately, just had some delay of like 1.5 seconds of rush, and because of that matr0x did a lot of damage in lightning gun, but it was a great move there, just waiting that he hit a rail and then rush after that.
And matr0x is looking in trouble right off the start. Okay, 3 frags up for Pavel on Blood Run. That's scary. That is really scary. Pavel can play super defensively, and in fact, he's really comfortable with just...
matr0x is the kind of player who play out of control really great, and now he's just rushing with grenade launcher. I don't get it. Maybe just trying to do it on purpose, I don't know, but at the moment, like, matr0x is just coming around, so maybe just Pavel is just doing the right choice.
Pavel could be using lightning gun, he could be using anything, but instead he chooses to miss like 4 rockets in a row against the lightning gun there and takes way too much damage. This is definitely, if matr0x goes aggressive, it's a chance for him for sure. And there is the red coming up soon, and matr0x is in position to do damage, but can he get something? He's got the LG, he's got the rail, he's got all the tools, but has he got the execution? And it looks like Pavel's going to try and push him out, and that's what happens. There we go, Pavel with the peak rail. So
peak rail right now, yeah, just taking the position still, and it seems like Pavel is just being really great, like taking the position, like staying mid range, hitting when he has to hit, and if he doesn't hit, he just leave up and just keep his items and keep his armor. Yeah, he has 5 frags. It's pretty easy to keep the score on DTM. Then he can fight for the next Mega. He still has position, he can win on the side, but matr0x is hitting a lot. Did you expect that? I didn't, for sure. It's just 10 HP matr0x. Oh my god.
matr0x style.
Freaking epic. And then he has to rush now. Just take the yellow armor control because the next red armor is in 10 seconds at this moment. Just playing with sound carefully. And talking at the same sound as the move that he's doing. Talking carefully right now.
matr0x is definitely trying to find a Pavel because he's 4 frags behind. Okay, 7 minutes left, but it's Blood Run, so you have to respect your opponent's ability, especially Pavel's ability to hang on to that lead of 4 frags. So where can matr0x find the engagement? He's waiting for the yellow.
He has to control as much as he can the yellow armor, and then he has to force Pavel to go to red armor in order to steal it, and then to just force him going to red armor, because once you go to red armor, you are very
oh my god! A telefrag, that is just crippling.
Should be disabled, seriously.
Oh man, that is just so demoralizing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And you know, I was about to make the point that Pavel, when he's out of control, if he has a lead on a map like this with all the armors, I've seen it from him so many times that he just doesn't care about getting back in control. So long as he can play defensively, so long as he can keep his armor at 200, but like just by taking yellows, that's what he'll do, and he'll just wait for you to come to him and attack him, and then he'll just hit the first rocket and then make it a good fight for him. So that's like what Pavel does, and then matr0x has got telefrag on his only chance to avoid that kind of situation.
He could have taken back the control at this moment.
Oh my god, it's so demoralizing to see. It's quite rare you see telefrag sometimes, but it's quite rare you see like one telefrag just deciding a game, and that's
sometimes it does, yeah.
And that's what could have happened there.
Yeah, it happened for sure. Like Pavel has total control, like 7 frag in the lead. With telefrag, he didn't have any control. matr0x was like 100 to 200, close to this stuff, and yeah, at this moment, this is how you recognize a good player. If matr0x managed to just come back and just forget about that and just move on, then you can tell that matr0x is really freaking great player.
Yeah. matr0x to me is the guy that sometimes just like doesn't care what happens. Like if something like that happens, he probably laughs. He's just like smiling, just grinning all the time. Just, like, doesn't care. He's just like happy all the time, just running around. That doesn't just like innocent, like an innocent child. Like we're coming up to the halfway point, and 6 frags is of course very doable, but it's going to be very, very hard against Pavel. And there we go, the rocket jump up. He goes aggressive, and oh, the plasma defense, immaculate from Pavel.
Yeah, twice time he got strange situation, like when he should have win the fight, he just lost it like for the third frag and the plasma from Pavel. So it's going to be really hard for matr0x to just...
It's interesting though, because matr0x chose to do that attack when everything was spawning. So then matr0x spawned, got Mega and 2 yellows. So he's actually really tooled up right now, and he's going to go aggressive again. But Pavel knows how to run, and he really doesn't know how to delay his opponent. So matr0x taking quite a bit of damage there. Getting spammed by that plasma long range. Pulling out the LG, this is some risky stuff from Pavel here, as matr0x does take the red armor, and Pavel gets railed down by matr0x there. So this could be definitely the opportunity that matr0x has been waiting for. 6 points behind on the scoreboard, and we're looking at Pavel who's at the plasma yellow, and matr0x will just about miss him there, as Pavel tries to wait for the defensive damage, something he loves to do.
Yeah, Pavel just tried to force the sides in order to make easier spams and rocket just to hit and splash. And Pavel tried to steal the red armor, and matr0x got splashed, he just fell down, and nice rocket from Pavel so he can just survive a little more. And Pavel just keep the side, trying to hit, keep the side, making a full, was about to make 2 fulls at this moment. And Megalas is up, matr0x is railable, has to be, missed timing there, he has to take the Megalas. And Pavel took a full. Could have, yeah, it could be like a clutch moment now. He has to rush it and take Megalas, and now just pressure as much as he can.
6 frags, 3 minutes 20 seconds. It is not looking good for matr0x here. This could be, if he manages to pull it off, that's game. He's got the stack, but has he got?
If he managed to kill him once, like in like 30 seconds, he can win the game. Because at this moment he can abuse the spawn, he can abuse the position, so he has to kill him as fast as he can.
And Pavel is just a ghost. He is not going to be seen. He is not going to be heard. He's at the yellow on the plasma there, which is at the favorite place. Oh my god, matr0x catches him in the back. And Pavel does a lot of damage, but how often is it that you see that? That you see, I mean, Pavel just, like, he had his back to matr0x there. It's like right at close range.
And here we go again. Does the same.
It's so rare to see that happen, but there it is. matr0x does get the frag from it, and he knows exactly where Pavel is, but it's like the 50-50. Does he go for it? Does he not? You know, how does he, which way does he go? And then Pavel actually coming out into the grenade area, trying to do a rocket jump to escape faster, a bit like the moonwalk rocket jump from the video, but he didn't actually, wasn't dodging, so ruined the effect for us. But Pavel there with 100 armor now, and he's getting close to that point which he loves to play with. 150 armor, 100 health. And waiting for sound cues, waiting for you to walk into his rockets.
Still missed timing from matr0x. He forgot the Megalas there, and Pavel just gave 3 Megalas to Pavel there, and but still hitting a rail.
Oh, he hits another one as well. 42 points of health left on Pavel. Oh, he just missed the 3rd.
Could have been top 1 of the frags.
Yeah, for sure. Pavel though, waiting there still, and he's not healthy. matr0x can still do this, and he does hit another roll. 11 points of health left on the Russian as matr0x tries to finish him off, but he can't catch a glimpse of him. As Pavel is now trying to just survive, and there again, matr0x with the big smile on his face, ear-to-ear smile from matr0x as he just runs around the map, doesn't care, probably doesn't even play with the timer, and there it is, Pavel there. Oh, defense is perfect, and that is it, that is game.
Yeah, he just ends the game right now. matr0x could have made this frag, it could have been maybe more hope for him to win the game, but at this moment just Pavel just hitting everything now, just controlling the spawn perfectly. matr0x trying to rush, but no, GG, 12-5. It was a great game though on Zitian.
It was, yeah, and that's going to be also the 3rd map. Furious Heights is what we're going to go on to between these two guys.
The map I was expecting for.
And it seems like, I don't know what to really predict with these two, I really don't. matr0x is crazy.
If matr0x is out of control, he wins. If he's in control, he lost, he got telefrag.
Yeah. Oh, that telefrag. Oh,
yeah. I was about to forget it, but yeah, it just defined the game a little bit. Because matr0x had control, he just got telefragged, then yeah. But he managed to just handle it after that, just forget it and just made a lot of damage there. So I would think that another game of ZTN between these two guys, it would have been different story. If they would have played another game on ZTN.
Yeah, for sure. And so we're coming to a close here. And again, Pavel is going to win this second map. 14-5 is the scoreline. This is the second semi-final to decide who plays against Cooler in the grand final of this FACEIT Spring Season Cup. The second one. And remember to check out the VODs of the last one if you missed it. We have some awesome finals with Cooler and Cypher. And with Momentumori also being the co-commentator for that Sunday. It was really nice. And here we go. And oh, actually also, I've almost forgot to mention, we also had a short interview with Cooler as well, so you should definitely check that out on our channel for the VODs there. But again, we're moving on to a third and decisive map here, a very decisive map, because it's going to be, I mean, huge for whoever wins this, because I really feel like both of these players... Is this the second map?
It's the second map?
Is it the second map? I told him my ear. I feel like it's the third map.
I thought it was third map too, because you said that and I was like, okay, it's the third map.
Yeah.
No, okay, no, it's the
I'm
second
clueless,
map.
But nevertheless.
I followed you like, okay.
Yeah.
It's the second map, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Pavel and matr0x, two amazing players. Of course, Lost World, Furious Heights. So this is going to be incredible. matr0x has just shown us that he's a complete ninja on this map in the past. And Pavel as well, amazing results. I have no idea what's going to happen with these two. Pavel and matr0x, Lost World, second map. And here we go, off the bat with Pavel. It's the machine gun chicken here, right at the start. And
this is a position I'm afraid most of the time, because you have nothing. If you see him like going to rocket launcher, the only thing you have to do is like, even you hit a lot with machine gun, but yeah.
You have to do it right.
Yeah.
That's often what I wonder in that position. You kind of have to go for it. And it's like...
It depends if you know that you can hit a lot in order to avoid, but at this moment you know already that you are out of control. When you have this spawn and you know he's going to rocket launcher, you're out of control and you have to think about like stealing yellow armor, taking shaft before him and then controlling the height, and that's the only thing you have to do. You know for sure that you won't take the red armor and won't take the mega health.
Good rocket from above there from Pavel. Knows that he has to deal this damage. Oh my goodness, actually falls down. I don't think he meant to do that, to fall to at least all the way down to the bottom, but he does. And Pavel there is living life on the edge. matr0x has got control of this open area. He's going to fall back though. Give Pavel an out onto the map. But Pavel's going to be creeping around at the shards area now. And matr0x is definitely in a great spot right now. It's all up to him to control these outer positions to try and kind of guide his opponent. And actually, the steal of the red going to Pavel there, matr0x not very responsible, didn't even deal any damage really, and he's going to get onto this mega. But what does Pavel think about that? Pavel's going to go for a lot of damage with the rockets coming out, and matr0x with the frag though. What was Pavel doing? That was really aggressive. I'm very surprised that he went for that.
He just wanted to show to Coolers that he could make a lot of full rockets, but he didn't connect, so... Unfortunately for him, like matr0x just using the right position, using the shaft at the right moment when he was just not connecting the rocket, and matr0x just played really well there and had the perfect timing of Megal, so perfect for him.
2 minutes into this, and 2 frags for matr0x. So matr0x is definitely looking like he's got a great start. Plasma work is not too bad, but there it is. Plasma, you just never know with that weapon. You really just, it's so hard to know how it's going to deal damage to you. It's so dangerous. And look at the trade right on the spot of the mega. Everything on the map is up. It's a 1 frag difference. This whoever gets the better spawn, it's just game ending almost. Could be game ending here as the red armor does go to Pavel there, but he's got to escape, and escaping is going to be pretty difficult.
Like 2 HP now.
Oh man. Pavel picks up the 50 at least, does put himself up to close to 100, so he is somewhat safe. Do you think matr0x should have backed off there?
No, for sure not. He had to just, when he did like the splash there, he should have just splashed 1 more and he would have made the frag for sure.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was quite strange he backed off, but look at that.
But anyway, he made the frag, so...
Coming in at the correct moment.
He just doesn't take the red armor right now because he knows that it's not really useful to take it now. He should have controlled the yellow armor first in order to take back the control. At this moment it's really important sometimes when you're out of control to think that your opponent will do that, so then you can steal the red armor. Sometimes I know that my opponent will just steal my yellow armor, so at this moment I just rush the red armor in purpose because I know we'll go to yellow armor at this moment. So at this moment I just steal the red armor and I take back the control.
And matr0x with the rocket jump up into the upper areas here, this open area, he's defending it, cutting off all those angles. This is often like something that's very difficult on this map to try and control the way your opponent moves, because there's so many things that are spawning and there's so many corridors. You've got to really make sure you're using rocket jumps to get the right positions to control how your opponent can move on the map. And let's see what Pavel is doing. He's actually going to get trapped at the shards. That is so much damage. 7 health left. One more cell would have taken him down. Pavel is in a lot of trouble here. And matr0x already has a 2-frag lead. And Pavel now just... what is he good for? He can't do anything at the moment. Nothing at all. And matr0x can just take everything and then just come in and kill him. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
matr0x did a mistake though. Even if he had the control, he didn't even try to control the yellow armor. He could have taken all the yellow armor, but still managed to get it. So now once he will take the Mega he can just pressure a lot because he knows that the red armor is like in 5 seconds. He had to just cut the height, cut the traps. You know, he's going near the red armor. Now I guess Pavel will just steal the red armor. No, even not. Just take the height. Just keeping the side, trying to survive and waiting for the next yellow armor, trying that matr0x makes a mistake. And at this moment it's Pavel with the mistake. And matr0x just keeping, just rocket jump to yellow armor, keeping the height. Even if he took a full shot, has to be really careful. Pavel is really afraid to take the red armor, he could dive there. Ah no, you have to take the yellow armor as fast as you can. He's even afraid to take a shot there.
Here we go, matr0x is still in a commanding position of this game. And Pavel really is looking for a way back in. And he's someone that's great defensively, but he's probably going to have to show us a great aggressive moves here, great sneak, like great cunning to try and figure out a good way to attack into matr0x. Because matr0x can even just chill, just deal damage, and fall back, be content with being 2 frags ahead. It's something we see Cooler very content with. If he's a frag or 2 ahead, he's confident to not try to make more frags, but just to try and control the opponent and control their stack. As matr0x gets attacked by Pavel there, he does a lot of damage in kind, and 2 health remaining on Pavel. How did Pavel survive that? I have no idea, but it doesn't matter because matr0x with the timing of this just gets everything again. Mega's up, red's up, no problem. And Pavel is above there. Oh, correct rockets coming in from Pavel, 2 in a row. That is incredible damage coming out from the Russian there. This could be his chance. I mean, that is crazy, crazy stuff. I cannot believe that happened now because it changes everything. If Pavel reads the stacks well, if he reads how much damage he did, he can understand how his options change. He can get super aggressive here, get the frag.
Yeah. At the moment, I would say like matr0x is Demon and Pavel is matr0x, like on T7. Like Pavel is trying to use the sound, just trying to spam as much as he can, waiting on the spams, waiting on the sides, and just hitting as much as he can. And it's what he did. He just hit 2 full in a row, and then he took back the control. But still, it's just not. It's like 2 frags. You need to kill him. So matr0x is out of control. So we'll see how matr0x is being out of control right now. matr0x is waiting the side. We'll see how he plays against Pavel right now, just waiting. And he knows that red armor is up. But Pavel just waits. He didn't even took the red armor. And
perfect rockets.
Yeah, exactly. Just wait. He doesn't even want to take red armor. He wants to abuse the kill because he knows that on DM13 it's really hard to make a frag. So it's more important to make a frag than taking a red armor if you have good opportunity to kill him. And this is what Pavel did. He just waited and just took the frag before taking the item. And matr0x rushed to Mega Health headlong. And matr0x still try to rush. And it's what he does again. And matr0x is pretty messed up now. He has to wait near the shaft. Pavel will take the position, take the best position ever from the height. And matr0x still rush with the shaft and he connect the frag 5-4 right now. What he has to do right now, just waiting, don't even take the red armor, just trying to make the frag instead. Yeah, here we go, take teleport, trying to abuse the spawn. And then waiting to the height, just cutting his way off.
Great play indeed from Pavel, and he's 2 frags ahead now, and matr0x is going to be probably starting to get more desperate and more desperate, looking at more aggression and more aggression. What's happening here with the shotgun though? Just, there's no way you can do this with a shotgun. Don't do this at home, because like, there's no way you should ever try that. I don't know what happened. matr0x doesn't manage to get the red though, he gets pushed off, so great from Pavel to connect the shaft there, just to push him away just in time. Because if he got the red there, that changes so much in this game. And Pavel now has a Mega coming up in 5, but he's also got an anxious matr0x wielding a shotgun over at the LG area as Pavel goes to just, set himself up at the red. So this is spawning pretty soon for Pavel. So this is no problem. And matr0x is just building up. And it's not really Pavel's responsibility at the moment to make more frags. He's got the lead already. He just has to defend the lead. And he's got the stack to do it. Doing some damage aggressively would be pretty good, but he doesn't have to commit to anything. So here he is running around the LG area, stacking up on that. And there is matr0x around the corner. He's got to be careful. And there it is. The rockets coming in. Oh, he's just dodging them, just barely there. Oh, Pavel Pavel, the cosmonaut is what I call him, and that is why the rockets are so often amazing from Pavel. And here we go. I mean, that's what he's won this game on. This. Oh, this could be huge, but no. Imagine if he got into the lava. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, for sure. But what about you said about like he has to keep the score and staying resafe. Sometimes he has, even if he has total control, he has to go to Miguel's or Red Armor because he has like 2 minutes left, and in 2 minutes his start can go down in 100 to 100 pretty quick. So his opponent can be to 200 to 200, and he knows that he's going to be greedy, so he can kill him and take the comeback after that. So for sure he can he can be safe, but he has to spam as much as he can because he should not give for free some items at this moment.
Here we go.
Can get comeback here.
The shotgun power coming from matr0x. This is the TDM weapon.
Yeah.
And 40 seconds left. 4 frags. Not going to happen, but it was a really well fought game by matr0x. But it looks like your prediction was right. Well, you said 2-1.
I said 2-1, but it's 2-0,
yeah.
so I totally failed.
Yeah, but it's close though. Pavel winning at least, and that's the Pavel Kula final. I mean, this is actually a final that you said earlier when I asked you about it. It's like well, I prefer matr0x because Pavel is, or rather, Kula's really familiar.
Yeah.
The style of Pavel, so
they play all morning, so we'll see how it goes.
That's
yeah,
true.
I remember what you said about that. I remember you said like when they used to play together so much, they would try to play totally different. So we might see a lot of different tactics that we didn't used to see.
Yeah, it could. Sometimes games between practice partners is incredibly interesting.
Oh yeah.
But here we go, 9-7 the final score for this one. Pavel closes it out 2-0, and we're going to move on to Kula Pavel for the grand finals of this Sunday Cup for the spring season, the second spring season cup here from FACEIT for QUAKE Live, and some great games have been shown so far, so that's pretty awesome. And so, okay, so any last words about this semi-final before we stop talking about it and move ourselves into the future?
I think this game was really close for sure. We saw a really great game, and the more we see like semi-final, the more the game are far, the more the game are more skilled, and we see it for sure because I don't even need to talk about the point of view of what they did about the mistake because the skill is so freaking high that I don't even need to say their mistakes. They just play quite perfect at this moment. So yes, I have nothing to say. Just perfect game at the moment, and I hope we'll see like better game in this final. It's really hard to have better game right now. I've seen so many good games.
Hopefully Kula brings the action. But guys, we're going to go to a quick break, and after, when we come back, we'll show the last, or rather the new top 5 from the last Sunday Cup. And then of course we'll get into the grand finals, and after the grand finals we'll see who wins. So here we go, break and then top 5.